If you're ready for the very best barbecue mushroom pizza you've ever had, keep watching. Alright, so here is the pizza crust that I use. We use the King Arthur Neapolitan style pizza flour. I'm gonna go ahead and add all those ingredients up. And then just follow the directions, add a little oil to the end, and let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes, or up to an hour overnight. You can really just do this for like maybe 30 minutes, and it's really good to go. Alright, and just take a dishcloth, a clean dish towel like this, cover it up, let it sit and rise. So I'm gonna go in and make our marinade for our mushrooms. So we're gonna go in with some coconut aminos. And a good amount of that. You can also use liquid aminos as well. And then we're gonna go in with some liquid smoke. You can add as much as you want of this, but it's going to give it a good spicy, smoky flavor. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with some tomato paste. I don't really measure. I just kind of like I told you guys before, I just kind of throw in as much as I feel. Okay. Next, we're going to go in with some onion powder. Right, we're going to go in with some garlic powder. And you can definitely add whatever seasoning that you like to your mushrooms. But I kind of want like a smoky kind of flavor for this mushroom marinade. Some black pepper, fresh cracked black pepper. And then we're gonna go in with some pink Himalayan salt. Mix that all up, give it a good stir. And that's really our marinade. I'm going to add a little bit more liquid coconut aminos, just so we can cover all of our mushrooms. There you have it. There is our marinade. So now we're gonna slice up our mushrooms, and you can use any kind of mushrooms that you like. Today I'm gonna use these Trumpet oyster mushrooms, but you can definitely use lion's mane. You can use baby bella mushrooms. You can use oyster mushrooms. You can use any mushroom that you like, shiitake mushrooms. I'm just gonna slice them up like this, because I've noticed that when eating these mushrooms, they kind of slice on their own. So I'm just going to make it a little bit easier for us to eat on the pizza by slicing them up. Alright, so once we have all of our mushrooms sliced, we're going to go ahead in and add them to our marinade. A good toss. I'm actually going to get a spoon to make this a little bit easier. Coat each and every mushroom with some of the seasoning marinade. could add a little bit more sauce, but I didn't want to waste it. So actually, this is actually good. This is enough. Yep. Okay. All right, now they're all coated. I'm gonna set this to the side in the fridge for about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. Let them get good in marination, good flavor. So now we're gonna make our cheese sauce for the pizza. Got some cashews boiling, and we're gonna add some seasonings, nutritional yeast, a little bit of lemon juice. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pour in our boiled cashews, and then we're gonna go ahead and add in all of our seasonings. Now, of course, you can add any seasoning that you like, but I like to go with the nutritional yeast first. Next up, just a little bit of thyme. Parsley. Then Italian seasoning. Now, of course, as you notice, we are already putting in seasonings like oregano and basil, thyme, but I like to add this Italian seasoning just to give it a little bit more of that pasta type of flavor. Some garlic powder. Also gonna go in and add some oregano. And a little bit of basil. And also our onion powder. Can't forget about the fine pink salt. And of course, our black pepper. We also added in some cayenne, just a little bit. And then next, we're gonna add in half a lemon. So we'll go ahead and juice that and add that to our pizza sauce. And here's how it looks. Of course, it was a little bit thick, so I added just a couple tablespoons of water just to loosen it up some so it can be more spreadable. And then we're going to go ahead and blend it up. Also got to give it a taste test. Always taste your sauce just so you know it's going to be good on your pizza. And set it to the side. So next we're going to add our vegetables. I chopped up half of a purple onion. And I also diced up some fresh garlic. Now I like garlic and onions, so I add it to the pizza. But of course, you can add any kind of vegetables that you prefer. I just know that with this pizza, I wanted it to be simple and not too much vegetables. I didn't want to make it a veggie supreme pizza. I just wanted it to be kind of mushroom based of the barbecue sauce and have that flavor come out. Also went ahead and added some fresh spinach. Gonna wipe that down, make sure it's good and dry. And then I'm going to chop off the stems. Now, I don't really like the stems of spinach, so I chop them off just so it could be easier to eat and chew for our pizza. But if you like the stems, of course you can leave them on. Here are all our veggies chopped up and ready to go for our pizza. You're going to set your timer to 500 degrees and let it preheat. And while that's preheating, you're going to get your pizza pan ready to go. So I like to add a little bit of the pizza flour to the pan just so it doesn't stick when you cook it and when you go to cut it later on. So just add that on there, spread it out, and then you can go ahead and start applying your dough. Okay, so here is our dough. I didn't let it rest too long because I wanted to eat that night. Just gonna give it a toss and then add it to our pan. And you're gonna want to make sure that you flip it over to get that flour on both sides so it doesn't stick. And also to get a little bit of the flour on your fingers so you can spread it around the pan. Now, of course, you don't need to use this much flour, but I like to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spread it on out. And then once it's spread, you can go ahead and apply your toppings. So we're gonna go ahead and add our pizza sauce. And make sure you put a very generous amount on there. Not too much, but just enough. And you spread it to the edge of the pizza. You know, like a regular pizza. Y'all know how to make pizza. So we're gonna spread that out. And then apply our spinach first. Now I'm going to go ahead in with our purple onion, spread that around. Next comes our garlic, spread that around too, get that leaf out the way. Make sure that's not on the stove. And then we're going to go ahead and add our marinated mushrooms. Give it a good toss just to get all that flavor in there, and then just apply it on your pizza. Next, I go in with some red pepper flakes. Now, of course, if you don't like it hot and spicy, you don't have to add that, but we like a little spice, so I added some of that on top. Give that a good shake, not too much, just enough. And then that's really it for your toppings. And now we have our pre-cooked pizza. It's looking yummy. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in that 500-degree oven for about 12 minutes. And then the last minute, I went ahead and put it on broil just to get it crunchy and crisp on top. And here is our pizza. Let me know if y'all will try it. See y'all next time.